Okay, right to it. Let's talk about the foundation of some of the stuff that we've been doing. I like to talk about that. I know a lot of people are just moving straight to what they do, but I'm one of these people. Pardon my cough. I'm so sorry, but I'm cool, man. Okay, I'm one of these people that gets into the nooks and crannies of everything. I will hear a lot of different opinions, thoughts, everything. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the desk for this. Okay, so I will hear. I'm going to use this one. One second. Okay, I will hear a lot of different opinions, points of views on different topics. I want to talk about affirmations today. We're going to go into affirmations because I got 101 affirmations here. Okay. The foundation of my affirmations, as I'm looking at all of them, I can remember the people that were talking. And I'm going to tell you, these are some very successful people. But a lot of their stuff, I'm getting ready to go through here literally and exit out, did not work for me. The things that worked for me and my affirmations were things directly from my heart that I just came up with. And I remember, this is the craziness, right? I've been in a relationship for some time now. And I would say it's as a direct result of me doing some healing and this one affirmation. But the affirmation, I'm going to say this, I did begrudgingly. I did. Because I was in a manifestation class and I wasn't thinking about, I'm a person, I'm a very magical person. I'm a very into spirituality type of person. And I don't really like to mess with love when it comes to the magical kingdom. I do know how. I can see, imagine, bring it together like zoom, like that. But it's not something I do. So when I wrote this affirmation because it was a list of the affirmations that the facilitator, the person who was running the affirmations, wanted everybody to do. And I was like, man, you a millionaire. I'm here to learn the money stuff. I'm not here to learn about no love. I know about that. As far as I was concerned, it wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. So when I wrote that affirmation, it was very basic and it was from my heart. And I had I had an idea, but I had no specific person in mind. Nothing. I was single and easy and free to mingle. I was chilling. Hi, the billionaire life. Hello. So I was chilling. I was writing any affirmation that I could get on money. Oh, honey, I was jumping on it. But then all of the sudden, I want to say it's earlier this year or it's late last year. It was earlier this year. I came to this epiphany about my baseline, where I've been when it comes to creating cash. Meaning, I know how to make some money. There's no confusion with that. And I know how to make money for other people. I'm very good with that, right? And I know how to go after big goals for myself and attain them. Like right now, I've been pushing at this goal for 3 years now. And When it hits, I'm accounting for every single moment, second, minute time period from the time I dedicated myself to this goal, which was July 1st, 2021. Okay? 2022, I take this manifestation course, and we had to write affirmations. I literally only wrote one affirmation for love. People were writing, I just wrote one. I was like, I'm not writing all of that. Like, why? Why am I doing it? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the process of, let me get this out the way. I'm here for the process of learning from this millionaire. But a lot of the women were there for love. They wanted to get out there, get themselves into it. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, I can write an affirmation. So I wrote one affirmation. I started saying my affirmations, I would say pretty regularly, and I mean fanatically regularly, in 2022, and it was literally June 2022 moving forward. And I started off, I want to say, with maybe 30 or 23 affirmations, and eventually I get to 101. The one thing I would tell people is that you only need one or two good affirmations. You don't need that many. I say that easily because I was hearing things from different YouTube gurus and reading different articles that I found and books. I'm also a person that I study a lot of the works of Dr. Joe Dispenza, do his meditations, all of that. So I was willing to try different affirmations of these people. And as I look back on them now, I'm 2 years out just about. Most of this stuff, it didn't come from my heart. It didn't work for me. The one thing that was very clear for me is that the 12 laws of the universe, and then there are other laws that people are working with too, right? But the 12 laws of the universe are there for you to start with. There we go. I'm sorry, y'all. The 12 laws of the universe is what I started with, and it worked. I mean, it really worked. The 12 laws of the universe. And when I say that, it means that you can kind of pull out any law. But once you start really humming and you moving on that law, all of the laws are activated. So you're not just working with, I work with it. No, you work with all of them. If you are a person that moves according to the law of assumption, you're activating the law of vibration. You're activating the law of divine oneness. You're activating the law of correspondence, the law of attraction, the law of inspired action, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of cause and effect, the law of compensation, the law of relativity, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, and the law of gender. You are literally activating all of them once you activate one law, once you start to work with one law. So it kind of don't matter which one you work with. Okay? But the one that you work with needs to be one that you're in sync with, something that you really believe in, something that you really like. So here I am on this fair day with 101 affirmations, and I really just started looking over them, right? I'm like, I know what worked and what didn't. So I'm getting ready to go in here and hunt and sift, and look, I'm going to be from here. Take my pen. Scratch that out, right? Because there are a lot of people who are on this path, who are working towards getting their goals, and they're achieving them, but that doesn't mean that you're necessarily in sync with them. I'm in sync with them. Nothing like that. And so it doesn't mean what you'll ultimately see is that it doesn't mean that you should listen to anything they say, because it won't work for you. It won't work for you. It won't work for you. This one affirmation in here, man. Now, I have to say, I have other ones in here that I wrote out from my heart. And I remember the one, there's another one that I wrote out about forgiveness. Because I was like, I'm getting all my blessings right now. My mind is not going to be continually having conversations, arguments, or whatever with people that aren't even standing there anymore, which is what we do a lot. We think about people, we think about what they may have done, and etc., etc. And I chose to just forgive, blanketly go in and forgive all the people. If they ran across my mind, oh, there goes another one. I forgive you. I was like, because I don't have time. I don't have the time. No, I don't. Right? But when it came to this matter of love, I literally just kind of put out there that this blanket affirmation that came from my heart, that, and it's here for everybody, that essentially I was open to the idea of love. I'm not going to say my whole affirmation because it's pretty detailed. It's a lot of stuff in it. But it's not that long at all, right? But it came from my heart. And that's the main reason why I'm not going to say it. Because once you start to hear things and you get things from the standpoint of what other people are saying, you may copy that and then decide that that's the affirmation for you. Well, as I have found with 101 of them here percolating, they're not. What I have found is that affirmations do work, but they need to be homegrown. You have to be writing them. And it has to be something that you're going to vibe with. If you don't vibe with it, like you'll find, like, take for instance, people come to me, that the tricks that I offer people, as far as, say, take for instance, amassing money, I have to say, for the most part, my stuff hits, right? But for some people, it may not be a fit, but it's not a mental thing with me. Sometimes it's literal work. It's like, let's get this chicken in the oven now and get it cooking, because we got things to do. People need to eat. People got to go places. And so I'm here to say, again, affirmations need to be coming from your heart. This is a continuation of the crisis management I'm talking about. When you are doing gratitude is an umbrella affirmation for whatever you decide you're grateful for. Meditation is to cool your mind out. Just drop stuff out of it, right? Just let it go. Let it flow and not pay it no mind. Affirmations are to focus what your mind is going to be thinking on, okay? Because one thing I can tell you, I recently did 6 straight hours of affirmations. And I'm going to tell you something. The first hour, I couldn't stay awake I couldn't, man, I was sleepy. The second hour, I chose to write out my affirmations because I'm a journaler. I love journaling. And it just tends to put it in my system. It's like downloading a software to my body, and I just got it. The third hour and fourth hour, I was really coasting and chilling, and I could feel the differences in my body. I could hear thoughts trying to fight back. I could hear all that mess. The fifth hour, I was really chilling, and it felt like time kind of suspended itself, and I wasn't really looking at time, right? The sixth hour was over almost as soon as it began. So it was a furthering of that time collapsing upon itself. That's what happened for me. And now the thought is just in my head. And I did this yesterday. It's just in there. It's just in there. And I'm trying to now check and see. Let me see if an affirmation will change. But I really love the fact that because, okay, that first hour and first and the third hour, I would say that second hour because I was writing, it really hones you in. But that first and that third hour, it was like my inner thoughts were fighting me back. And I was like, it is what I said it is, and that's what it's going to be. And I just kept pushing. And it was on point. I was in my room. I was chilling. I was drinking water. If I needed to take a phone call, I did. Most people, I let people know I was doing it so there were no phone calls coming in. And those are the people that I would take a call from. Other people, if their call came in, they went. Okay? My point to you is that I chose to hone in on affirmations because I wanted to really focus my mind. It's so in there that now even moving to an affirmation of the same affirmation, so just putting a question at the top of it, it's like I'll fight because it's in there. But it's interesting. And it's also from my heart. So I know that when affirmations come from our heart, they're good for us. I'm telling y'all right now, it's better for you to come up with your own affirmation than for somebody else to come up with affirmations for you. I know a lot of people buy affirmations from people because they trust them. They think that they are awesome. They think they have the sauce. But ultimately, you're a human being too, and you got the sauce too. So you need to write up your own affirmations. So you can really feel what it is that you are speaking on for whatever period of time. I would definitely recommend robotic affirmations over a period of time. I would definitely do because I'm like essentially doing it again today, right? All I'm here to tell you is the affirmations need to come from your heart. They need to. It makes it an easier process. Oh, that's interesting. It makes it an easier process for you. So listen, everybody have a good day. That's all I came to say. See you later. I know how to close this. I'm going to do it. I promise. Yeah.